Hi, welcome to the Arrival family.
Hello.
I hope everyone is well. We came here to share a little situation, a story that just happened when we went out for a quick run. You want me to tell them what
No,
happened?
you go ahead. You can give a version of what you thought, and I
You're
can give mine
you
too.
were driving. No, no, I don't have a version. You
Oh,
can just tell them. Yeah.
yeah, it's just we were driving, and we got officer asked us for our papers, and when we gave him our papers, he proceeded to ask for something else that we
Mhm.
didn't understand what he was asking for.
Mhm.
And so, we said, "What are you saying? What is it?" And he told us to pull the car over. So we pulled the car over, and he said, hey. So he said, "I pulled this other car to show you what it is." So he stopped another car and asked him for the same thing. And he showed me this reflector.
Mhm.
Yeah, a reflector. He said, "You need those in case you have an accident."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay." Wow, I mean, okay. I never heard that. You've been here how many years? About 2 years, two and a
Mhm.
half years, going on three? No one's ever said anything about a reflector. And then he proceeded to say it's the law. You got to have a reflector, and you got to have a fire extinguisher. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I said, I appreciate you letting me know. I'll go buy a reflector. And he said he's going to hold on to our papers. He said, yeah, you have to go to the police station. And I'm like, for what? He said, because it's an offense. Okay, it's an offense, but every car here, you're not asking for a license. You're not asking for a fire extinguisher. You're not asking for a reflector. So, and that's when you asked him, what did he say? You asked him what is a reflector, right?
Yeah. And he just was like a little angry, I guess, because I asked him,
Yeah.
and so we just want you guys to be aware that it's if it's not your papers and if it's not your insurance, now it is a reflector.
Mm-hmm.
This has never happened to us before, so we're just making and bringing this to your awareness because it's very annoying to be pulled over and not know that it's a law or if
Yeah.
it's something that's going on that you were never told. So we just want to share this information. And the reflector, how much did it cost?
I think they had different prices: 200 Elasi, 400 Elasi,
Very
big,
cheap.
small.
Them little red things that in case you have an accident, I think
And
they're
you
like
put it
a
in the back of the car, the triangle
yeah, you put it like on the
reflector.
side of the road, I guess.
Yeah, but
So
he
just
got real mad though, boy. I'll tell you.
so just be aware that that's a new thing. It happened to us, so I'm sure that's going to be something they're going to probably start implementing, and also asking for a fire extinguisher,
Hmm.
right? Which I thought was kind of odd, but anyway, it was very annoying because he didn't act kindly as he was doing these things, and then we were escorted to the police station.
Yeah,
He told us to go. He
yeah.
followed us on the motorcycle, and then I guess that's where we're going to get a ticket, probably, like whatever. But
Yeah.
it ended up not being a ticketed, or we didn't get a ticket. He
I
gave us.
explained to the boss, I don't know what his name, what his title was. When we explained to him,
Mhm.
hey, this is what happened,
Yeah.
and we had no idea. But anyway,
He gave us our papers back,
yeah,
and I just began to pray because I just
chickens are noisy.
there's a lot going on, and we're in a battle, and it's a spiritual battle, and just know it that there is. So we prayed, we got our papers back,
Yeah.
and it all went well. But we wanted to bring awareness to the reflector,
Mm-hmm.
the fire extinguisher, and probably me. I assume that I was the problem because I'm a woman and I asked a question because I didn't know what he was saying,
Yeah.
so I needed to know so we know what we're going to get. So I'm like, what? We need a what? And
he says, "Oh."
and he didn't like that I asked the question at all. He took that really
Took an
so.
offense, and I'm like, wow, this is a culture thing,
So I think that I probably escalated the situation by inquiring on the reflector. I guess is a
Yeah, but
flasher reflector. He called it something
I
else
think he is
too.
having a personal problem. He asked me.
So just be aware, guys, and just make sure you have all your paperwork in order. And I think when they see that your paperwork is in order, then they start looking for other little odds and ends to anything to obtain their objective. So,
I think, yeah.
just be wise, have your eyes open,
Mm-hmm.
be kind, show patience, exercise patience because it's just too much
All it takes is
sometimes.
one little thing they're looking for, I guess.
Yeah.
They try to invoke something else, because I think it's a good idea to try to find where all of these traffic laws are.
So we have
So we
a
have
handbook or
everything, a
something.
handbook, or try to figure out what is required when driving here in the Gambia, and that way, if the traffic cop asks you, do you have this, do you have that,
You're aware of it at
you
least.
have it,
Yeah.
and you don't say, well, I didn't know, like back in the States, they say ignorance is no excuse for the law. So if we don't know, we need to find out. And I think that's the most important thing that I guess to take away from this, because I've never heard of a reflector law where you got to have it in your car, a reflector law.
Yeah, we were not even in
a
an
fire
accident, and we,
extinguisher.
we didn't even crash.
I mean,
we didn't
yeah.
break down, but I guess it makes sense
It makes
because
sense,
a
yeah.
lot of cars break down. But allow us to know the law before you tell us that we broke the law, because we didn't even know the
Well,
law.
it's our responsibility, I guess, to go find out, huh? I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I
I'm
know.
saying, so
Yeah.
it's up to us. So we are going to inquire
Yeah.
to see if there is a handbook for all proper items and
Requirements,
safety
yeah.
hazard things,
Oh, there's
tools
laws,
that you should
period.
have in your vehicle, so we'll
Yeah.
know, so we can be prepared. But then that would probably disarm them, because then they would have no reason to stop us.
Yeah,
But-
and we're already, targeted to that degree. If you would say that, okay, when you see us, definitely, I think I'm gonna turn it up a notch and see what else. See, make sure you got everything in order. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
good to be on point
And prepared.
and prepared.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
way you are you're armed and you're ready for battle.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go into a battle if you're unarmed. So
And unarmed, you take away the ammunition of the other person that's trying to use against you.
yeah,
And I think the best way is to find out
to know.
what we need to have.
Knowledge is power, so
And
we're going to
place.
find out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to find out.
I mean,
So I hope this helps someone. It helped us today.
Mhm.
The whole situation was very, very annoying, but we learned something great. And, the lesson was great, because now we know that your paperwork in order is not enough anymore. That
Mhm.
there's another level to this. So,
Yeah.
thank you for
So,
listening.
I was going to say, if anybody out there knows where they might have all the centralized information,
I think we can start by going to the police station
probably,
and ask
and
if
find out
there's
where
like
can we find the traffic. Yeah.
if there's a handbook, that has all the safety gadgets we need to have in our vehicle.
I just
We
thought
can-
of the little book we used to get when you went for our driver's license.
Yeah.
Remember back when you were young?
Yeah, I remember.
They probably still have them. A little booklet that
The
had
driver's training.
everything.
Yeah, with the signs and everything.
That would be helpful.
Yes.
That would be helpful. Little stop sign there and all that. But anyway, that's all. I was throwing that in there.
Okay,
So-
guys, we appreciate you guys listening, and stay informed.
And stay
Information
strong.
is power.
Yes.
And usually something like this would really, really have me like, sure. But in the last 3 years, I have grown, because it didn't take me to where it used to take me to,
Mhm.
but it's still prevalent, and be aware
Yeah.
that it's still there.
Because
Okay?
a lot of people just coming.
Yes, be
And
aware.
I think it's more so when you start driving, because a lot of people ride around with their drivers and the taxis. So you don't think about that kind of thing until it's presented to you after you start driving your car. And then you think about it.
Yeah.
So it's just good to know beforehand. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.